All right, so come on in and have a seat. We are about to get launched into a whole new stratosphere of making it rain and having some good sales in our lives. As you're coming in and sitting down, I'm going to take a moment to introduce the man that we're here to see tonight. And I want to tell you a couple of experiences of how I first met Bill, and then the impression that he left with me. And it was actually about, I was thinking, it was about 2.5 years ago that I was at an event, and I just saw Bill in the back of the room. And something compelled me to go talk to him. And we started chatting about business, opportunity, and things that he was doing. And I think at the time, he was getting ready to launch Inspiration 2020, which is a conference where he really brings together an amazing group of people and really truly brings the inspiration to you through the teaching and training of some amazing people and speakers he brings to the event. And I was just thrilled with him. So I started checking him out, checking out his website, checking out YouTube, did a lot of research on him, and then found out that he was the Rainmaker. And I have been eavesdropping in on the Rainmaker series for about 2 years now. And Bill and I have crossed paths at many events. Many of you know Craig Duswalt. We crossed paths there. Networking Phoenix a couple of times. We met there. And each time, I'm just so thrilled to be associated with a man like him. Because not only does he talk the talk, he walks the walk. He builds businesses, and he helps you build an amazing business. And over and over and over and over again, the people who have been working with him, who have been associated with him, just cannot stop gushing about the successes that they've had as a result of knowing him. So it is my distinct pleasure and honor to welcome to the 2% Club stage the Rainmaker,
all right.
Mr. Bill Walsh.
Wow, thank you. Thanks, brother. Thanks, man. Thanks for having me. Thank you. Wow. This feels so cool up here. How's everyone doing, first of all? How many of you guys like free gifts? I decided to bring you guys some cool gifts. Would that be okay? So who would really like, these are like $50 a copy. They're online. Would you like one? Here you go. Who else would like one? I only brought a few. Who else? Did you want one? Here you go. You got to walk, though. You got to run. Here you go. Who else would like one? Oh, did you want one too? Oh, good. Here you go. You got to get up. Here you go. Did you want one? Here you go. Sure, why not? Always give your customers lots of free gifts. Most people forget this. They don't understand how important this is. Anybody else? Everybody get one? Oh, you got some more. Here you go. Here you go. Here. Yeah, why not? It's great to listen to on the ride home. How many of you guys want to double your income this year? Say yes. So here's rule number 1. Turn off the TV. Turn off all the garbage on television. How many of you guys also know some negative people? Here's rule number 2. Get rid of all the negative people. How many of you guys know some really negative people? How many of you guys know some people that are so negative they come in the room and the lights go dim? How many of you guys live with that person? Ooh, yeah, right. I want you to realize too that you've got to invite them to leave. Are you with me? When it comes to your business, what Jim Rohn said, he said you can help 1,000 people, but you can't carry 3. And most people are trying to always carry people, right? And that's why they never achieve their true success. How many of you guys have big goals and dreams? How many of you guys had big goals and dreams last year that didn't show up this year? And what did Einstein say was the definition of insanity? And expecting what? Different results. And I see this with business owners all the time because they tell me how busy they are. How many of you guys feel like sometimes you're super busy? So write this one down too, Nicholas. Busy equals broke. It does. Busy going where? Nowhere. So how many of you guys actually own a business? Oh, quite a few. How many of you guys are looking for new ways to make money? Quite a few. How many of you guys are in transition? Kind of like looking for something new to do. That's okay. And so let's do this. Let's start in the back of the room, over there in the corner. Just give me your name and tell us what you do.
My name is Blake Nelson. I'm a exclusive source for off-market deals.
Okay, just give me real quick. Give me the industry. Go ahead. Next.
I'm Elijah Rubin. I'm a solution engineer in the real estate market. I specialize in fire damage and probate investments.
Okay, great. I thought you were a DJ for a second there. Had the DJ thing going on. It's all good.
Jeremy Litterman. I specialize in developing visual self-esteem and do graphic design, marketing, and identity illustration.
Nice. Go ahead. They've already heard from Steve. Go ahead, Marjorie. Steve's much better half. Come on.
I'm Marjorie.
And we're very thankful for that. Go ahead. We know Jeff. Go ahead.
Me, Darren.
Darren, go ahead.
I'm Darren. I'm in the business to make you smile.
Nice. Go ahead.
Steve Riddick, we sell awards, recognition.
Nice.
So I'm here selling by strengths. I'm in sales and management seminar promotion from Not Only Doing.
Okay.
I'm a beer and I just prepared it for my husband.
Nice. Okay, great.
My name is Ryan. I actually focus on strategic marketing techniques that are actually bring us exclusive off-market products.
Any commercial lending and residential real estate. Great. John McGregor, I'm in the financial services business.
Rebecca Brown, I public relations and professor Bill Walsh in Cardinal.
There you go.
Like you own a hotel and apartments, and I want to expand and diversify.
Okay.
Nellie Williams, I help you bulletproof your taxes and bulletproof your business. And a business and I'm on your sales.
Okay, great.
Marley Marilyn, online promotions and stuff.
Look at all these different businesses. Isn't this cool? Go ahead.
I'm Janet Miller and I help people be selective and doing
Great.
I'm Linda Costello. I'm in the transportation business. I help people to get from where they are to where they want to go.
Nice. Very nice. Very nice. That's called a quick reframe.
My name is Lola, and I am in finance on properties, and I help the retired people get tax flow into them.
Okay. Help people make more money.
I do business and I help caregivers.
Okay. Go ahead.
I'm Kathy Mills, and I'm an entrepreneur. My current business is Mills Engineering.
Okay, great.
Water, wastewater.
Okay. Go ahead. You're here.
Oh, I was my daughter.
Okay, great.
I'm Penny Dyer.
She dragged you over here?
Yeah.
I want to say,
Nice. I love that. So obviously you have some entrepreneurial spirit, right?
yeah.
That's awesome. Go ahead.
I'm Penny Dyer, and I help students get into the college of their dreams.
Nice.
Oh, that was
Your mom will always tell you the truth, right? Whether you like it or not, right?
A little play on words too. I'm Linda Farmer, and I'm starting a brand new business called iCloset, and I am taking you on a journey from where you are in your closet to where you want to be.
Okay, good.
I'm Faith Van Buskirk. I help schools raise money.
Nice.
Okay, my name is Heidi Harkins. I'm an author, speaker, and a fitness trainer, and also a business life and renovation expert.
Business life and renovation expert. Okay, good.
I'm Jim D'Angelo. I help people solve their legal issues, and I also provide custom photography.
That's a kind of different stretch. Go ahead. Yep.
Hi, I'm Nancy Gardner. I help schools raise money also.
You guys work together?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
And then I'm also a proud affiliate of the village, and I help people reach their financial freedom.
Wow. Okay.
Hi, I'm Delaney Burton, and my background is computers, and I do things.
Nice. Give yourselves all a big round of applause. So, for those of you who don't know, my background is trader, real estate. I've spent 2 decades doing startups, turnarounds. If you had a great idea, I'd come work for your company, or your company, or your company, or your company, and I'd help you grow that business, launch it, take it public. Sometimes we had failures. How many guys have had failures? Guys, I've been wealthy and broke. I can promise you broke sucks. Would you agree, right? And so I did that for many, many years, and around the year 2000, I got tired of building other people's companies. I said, let's create products that serve all companies. And we created what was called a business in a box. I was really good with helping people develop great business plans that could raise capital. And I probably have done hundreds and hundreds of venture presentations to raise money for different companies. And so I said, why not create a product that we can actually sell to the marketplace to give you a great 2-year plan for your business? How many of you guys would love a free 2-year plan for your business? Yeah, so that's what we thought too, the market would want that. And then we said, let's give them a great website. So we teamed up with a company right here in Arizona called GoDaddy. So we have 3 parts of our program. One was a cool business plan, one was a great website, and the third was we decided to help people get organized. How many of you guys have clutter in your life? How many of you guys want to get rid of the clutter forever? Say yes. And so we teamed up with this organizational company called Franklin Covey. And we put that into a bundle called Successfolio, and we began to sell it all over the world. And that was really the story of how I got involved with the complete entrepreneur training programs we created, was that I said, if you want to make lots of money, write this down, you solve big problems. And I know that 9 out of 10 small businesses fail. I don't make up these stats, they're government stats, right? So I decided, let's solve a big problem and help lots of small business entrepreneurs. Our target companies are brand new companies up to $25 million bucks a year, right? And everything in between. And we said, let's really help them understand how to have a great plan, great systems, and then become totally accountable. And that's really kind of where the business started. And I'll give you some more of the story as we go, but I thought we'd do something fun tonight and just let you ask any question you want, right? Any question you have about raising money, launching, growing, building your business, marketing, joint ventures, because I think sometimes you learn more, not by something that just spouting off all kinds of information, but let you talk about the challenges maybe your companies are facing and see if I can give you some insight or wisdom to help you with that. Would that be helpful? Yeah. Good, okay, so go right in the back there. What's your name again? Just say your first name.
My name is Blake.
Okay, say hi, Blake.
Hi, Blake.
There you go, what's your question?
My question is, I have a couple of great ideas and inventions.
Yep.
How long after I launch the first one should I launch the second one?
So here's one thing you should do. And hey, Rebecca, can you go back to the kitchen, tell them to shut up back here? Thanks. Tell them they can have their meeting outside. The first business you should do, please write this down, is get your business to $1 million bucks a year. If it's short of $1 million bucks a year, I still believe it's a hobby. Does that make sense? I mean, build a real business. I don't teach get rich quick. I believe that it takes a couple of years to build a real business. So whatever business you're going to do, take a couple of years and build one real business, one thing that's significant, right? And so a lot of times I work with entrepreneurs, I help them go from this to this. You'd be surprised how much more powerful you can become when you're laser focused, when you're on path, when you're on purpose, when you have a vision that literally pulls you to where you're going, versus when you're scattered. Because when you're scattered, you're always doing so many things, but you're usually not doing anything very well. Does that make sense? How many of you guys can relate to that? You know, and so I see that with a lot of companies, and you know, when we created our Rainmaker program, we said, let's help people get super organized. You know, I'll challenge you for 90 days. You'll hate me for 90 days, but you'll love me for the rest of your life. Would that be okay? Yeah. How many of you guys would love to make a whole lot more money, have a lot more fun, and even be where it's got a lot more time? Would that be okay? Because I'll teach you to be more productive, where you can get more done by 10 a.m. than most people do in a whole week. Would that be incredible? Because I think for most of us, we don't realize how busy we are. And usually we're busy doing things that we suck at. Would you agree? So I'm going to teach you to only do the things that you're great at, that serves the highest, most productive use for your business. And then I'll teach you how to delegate everything else. Would that be okay? You've got to realize what you're great at, focus on it. Everything else needs to be delegated. Because if not, you're going to spin. And you'll be miserable. If you don't know how to build websites, don't try to build websites. It's not your gift. If you don't know how to raise money for small businesses, find someone that knows how to raise money for small businesses, or knows how to raise money for schools or nonprofits. Because I can tell you, the future currency in business, write this down, is called social impact currency. Social impact currency is the future. What are you doing to make a significant impact in the lives and the business community around you? What are you doing to give back? Good question. What else? Come on, some more questions. Guys, you all have businesses. I promise you all have some challenges. I get paid a ridiculous amount of money to come consult for these companies, right? To help them with their businesses. So what are the things that I can help you with your business? What's your name?
Jeremy.
Say hi, Jeremy.
Hi, Jeremy. I'm in a weird transition where I'm basically firing prior clients.
Right.
And I'm working on bringing in the kind of clients whose money I appreciate more and can give enormous amounts of what I'm good at to in a fair trade. How do I know when I
Well, I think a lot of times in business we don't realize that you never know who a customer knows. I don't always believe that you get rid of lower paying clients. I believe in any business you begin to delegate. Does that make sense? Yeah. So you bring someone that's junior to you, right, that can serve those clients. Why get rid of those clients, and especially if they're clients that are decent clients that pay you on a regular basis? They may not be able to afford you all the time, right, but you can hire someone junior that can serve them. Do you know how many people are out there looking for a good job that are super talented, have lots of gifts? Many times they're people that are retired, that they just want something to do, and they're super talented. You know, so don't think that I've just got to get rid of, and now if it's a bad client, that's a different story. What I believe is not about getting rid of bad clients, it's about focusing your time on acquiring great clients. I believe in life what you feed is what grows. Does that make sense? So if you're focused on getting rid of bad relationships, you're going to get more bad what? It's unbelievable how the universe yields to what you believe in, but it'll also always give you more of what you don't want. You know, so understand that a sustainable company is also built around, write this down, recurring continuity revenue. How many of you guys have actually written a book yet? How many of you guys would like to write a book? We built our course to write your book in 4 weeks. Would that be okay? And publish it. Would that be fun? You see, what I see for most people is they have great ideas and they never tell their story. And it costs them a fortune. Most great ideas wind up in the graveyard. Are you with me? When I looked at our programs and I said, you know what? Unless you're willing to change what you're doing, you'll keep getting what? What you've always got. And so as we began to expand our business, within 2 years we were in 20 countries. So on our program. And then I had customers saying, can you teach us more? Can you help us with more? And so what happened was in 2005, we launched the course called Rainmaker. It's called the Rainmaker Summit. And the whole idea was that let's create a program where in one weekend you come #1 to become a great CEO. Really become the person that takes charge of your business and your life. The second part was help companies with systems. In other words, understand, do you have a great website? Do you have a great 2-minute you? How many of you guys believe that iPhone apps are here to stay? How many of you guys currently sell your products through the iTunes network? Look around the room. 1. How many of you guys think you should all sell your products through the iTunes network? Say yes. Yes. And what would be a good time like now to start doing that? Yes. Right now, because if you're not and your competitors are, who's getting the business? Yes. Listen, if you don't understand that mobile purchasing is the future, you're missing millions of dollars of opportunities. And it's not going to slow down. In Africa, 5 of the 10 fastest growing economies are all coming from Africa. And if you're not selling mobily, they all buy through mobile application. Are you with me? How many of you guys would like to come in one weekend and build your iPhone app and start selling on that Monday? Would that be helpful? Because once again, we realize that, write this down, systems win, people fail. Systems win, people fail. So we said, let's make sure they got a great marketing funnel. Do they got a great team, an outsourced team, insourced team? Have they written their book yet? If not, let's help them write their book. Let's create experts. People buy from who? Experts. They buy from experts. Say, I am an expert. An expert. Until you've positioned yourself as that, they're going to always go seek out who? The expert. And you wonder, well, how come they're not buying from me? Because you're not positioned properly in the market. If you're great at what you do, you are crazy not to position yourself to get paid for it. Would that be helpful? So we said, let's create all the systems so they have all these things, right? How many of you guys currently have a membership site? 2. How many of you guys would like to have a membership site? Say yes. How many of you guys have something that you believe people would pay you $10 a month for? Something, some intellectual property you have up here that people would pay you $10 a month for. How many of you guys like the idea of having 1,000 people to pay you $10 a month? What's 12 times 10,000 a month? How much is that? 120,000. How many of you guys could use an extra 120,000 a year that comes in while you sleep? Say, I like residuals. Now say residuals like you're getting it. Residuals, yeah. Doesn't it feel good? And see, what I realize is that if it takes you a couple years, so what? The time is going to go by what? Either way. And so we built the program and said, let's help people build recurring revenue models. If you don't have a recurring continuity model for your business, today would be a great day to what? Start one. And the last part was accountability. We launched Rainmaker. We said, Rainmakers understand the power, write this down, the power of productivity. And so the idea was, let's help you become super accountable. Get rid of all the clutter, get laser focused, get on path and purpose, and do what you're best at, and then begin to build $1 million business. And all of a sudden, we launched that course in 2005, and it was just a couple times a year, right? And before you know it, now it's 24 times a year. We teach it in US, Canada, Europe, Caribbean, Malaysia, Singapore, Australia, soon South Africa. And we've made it so that everyone can come. Say money is no issue. We built our program where for $3,000 you get to come, you get to bring your business partner, your spouse, you get to bring your kids. We've made it so affordable because if you're not willing to invest a few $1,000s over the course of the year into your business, then you're really not in what? Business. And I think if you had all the answers, you would already what? You'd already be there. And please write this down because this changed my life 15 years ago. You can't get there by yourself. It's really tough. It's great to have some help. So we built it as a weekend program, 1 year of follow-up. So every week we have a follow-up call with you. Would that be helpful? We videotape the course. You can watch the course over and over and over again. And then we also realized, we said, you know what? Let's make it where it's fun. How many guys would like to get that entire Successful Oil program free tonight? Who would like that? Would that be helpful? I told Jason, I said, let's pick 12 of your students tonight, and let's actually do a case study for a year. Would that be all right? Where if you decide to join our Rainmaker program, we're going to follow your story for the year. And we get the right to publish it. Would that be okay? We get the right to do PR about you. Would that be okay? We get the right to market you to all of our customers. Would that be okay? Because what I realize is that, write this one down too, is that successful people always find a way. They don't bitch about it. They don't moan about it. They don't complain. They go do what it takes to build a successful business. And before you know it, became, wildly popular. And now we license our course. That's why we're looking for speakers and trainers and coaches. And when I finish tonight, how many of you guys like the idea of speaking? If it's okay, Jason, when we finish it, I'm going to do about a 10-minute conversation with those that really have a passion to speak. Would that be all right? Good? And so the idea was that in 2007 we launched a venture fund, began funding companies that came through our program. 2008 we wound up launching our masterminds. And then in 2010 we launched our speaker courses and our inspiration conferences. Now we sponsor all of the small business expos nationwide. Dallas, Miami, Boston, LA, New York City. We just finished New York last week. We had about 8,000 in New York. I was on CNN Money last Thursday, which was awesome, you know what I'm saying, and talking about the state of small business in America and what it's going to take to turn it around and what's going to look like when it's better. Realize that 9 out of 10 new hires come from small business. 9 out of 10. So the innovation of entrepreneurism and really the drive of that is critical. I'm in the process to being elected to a task force in Illinois to empower small business by the governor. So there's a lot of great things that are happening right now for small business, but put your hand right here. Put your hand right here. Say it's up to me. It's up to me. Because at the end of the day, you can point the finger all you want somewhere else, but there's always 3 fingers what? Pointing back at you. And it really is about taking ownership. Who else has a question? We'll take 1 or 2 more. Go ahead.
Yeah.
What's your first name?
Tom.
Say hi, Tom.
I'm in the process of co-producing products.
Yep.
And I've got partners. My question is agreements and percentages.
Mm-hmm.
So if you and I do a seminar, we tape it, and then we sell it on the internet.
Who's going to sell it, me or you?
Me.
So you're going to sell the whole thing, right?
Through my avenues, through my seminar.
Got it, through your channels, right?
So you bring people in, how do you, the royalties, the rights?
There's always different things you can do with that, but a lot of times it's easy just to set it up that if you're going to have the co-producers, the co-producers will have a baseline revenue, right? And a lot of times what you do is you back into that, which means you take out your marketing. So you realize in marketing, when you sell digital products, you sell video products, 50% goes right out the door. Does that make sense to the person that goes out and sells it? Another 10% many times goes to what's called your super affiliates. So if you want to sell like through ClickBank or somebody like that, they're going to take a larger hit on what you're selling, but they provide all the marketing. And I want you guys to get this very clear tonight that 90% of your success is marketing. 90%. How many guys would like to be part of that Incubator 12? Who would like to be part of the 12? So as I go through the presentation I have this, what I'm talking about makes a lot of sense to you, just go see Jason in the back and say, Jason, I'll be part of this team. And we have a single ticket program, just so you guys, there's no like pitch at the end. It's $2,000 for a single ticket, it's $3,000 for our family plan. It's really simple. It's a whole year commitment. You come for the weekend, and we actually have the class coming up here, and these are some of the last classes that I'll actually personally teach, but it's June 2 to 4 right here in Scottsdale. It's actually at the Scottsdale Plaza Resort. So if that date works for you, put that down. We have them in Chicago at the end of the month. We have them every month. New York, London, Dallas, LA, but you guys live right here. I mean, it's so convenient to drive over to the hotel, but sometimes people like to leave their cities, right? So, and so the other side of that is, as you're going through that with that agreement back there, is that you want to make sure that you have good exit strategy clauses, which means if it doesn't work, right, have an exit strategy. So how do you get in, how do you get out? Do you know what I mean? What does it look like to buy the other person out? I've invested in lots of companies, and every company I invest in, I always say, how do I get out? Give me the good or the bad, right? If things don't work out perfect, how do you buy me out, right? Or if things are working great, how do you buy me out? Do you see what I'm saying? This way, you go into that before it starts, because it's amazing how when people are great friends, they put together better agreements. When they're getting along, right? When they don't get along, all of a sudden, then it winds up costing you more for who? For lawyers and all the rest of that. Just have a good exit clause now. And I've had many companies where I funded your company, it started going wildly successful, you just bought me out. It's like, no problem. I don't mind. That's what you want, right? At the end of the day, you want your partners, write this down, you always want your partners to make more money than you. You always want your partners to make more money than you. Any deal I've ever been in, when someone makes me an offer, I'll always leave more on the table for them. Because they feel what? Good. They feel great about the fact that I could have taken more. I didn't want more, I wanted more for them. And there was a guy that he coined this process, his name was Eddie DiBartolo. He used to own the San Francisco 49ers. And the father would always leave more money on the table for his partners. Because he said, if you do that, you'll be even more successful. And so what I've realized is that successful people leave a lot of clues. So that's kind of where your pricing comes in. And as you back down to what's left over, that's what's left over for the producers.
So 50% commissions?
50% commissions first, and then 10% to what's called your super affiliates, right? And realize that 90% of your marketing is success.
Right.
And you're probably going to have about 10% for producing, right? So you wind up with about 15% for the two partners involved. And it could be less or more than that. You might have 5 partners involved. You know what I'm saying? But if someone is just like adding audio to your track or interview process, what's even better than that, which I would recommend, is you do the interview of an expert and then you simply link to their affiliate program. Does that make sense? So they don't get any royalties in the front end sell that, but they get back end royalties and back end sales when someone listens to that audio and then links through and buys something from them. So I have, like on our Rainmaker show, I've got, gosh, Vic Conant, Bernie Dorman, Brian Tracy, all these guys, and all I do is link to their stuff. And they love it because we give them customers every month. Does that make sense? So, and there's nothing wrong with that. If you look at who's ever heard of the movie called The Secret? Yes? So Bill Harris made almost all the money in The Secret. And Bill Harris, what he did is he built a list. He did interviews every week with all the experts from the what? From The Secret. And within 90 days, he built a list of 800,000 people. Did $15 million in back-end sales on a $200 product. So, so you don't always have to be the, what I realized, how many of you guys know some really smart people that are broke? How many of you guys know some idiots that are wealthy? Do you see what I'm saying? So sometimes you don't have to be the smartest person in the block. Just find someone that has absolute passion for what they do. Inspire them, empower them, allow them to shine. I spent time with Merv Adelson. He started a company called Lorimar Pictures. And he sold Lorimar for $1 billion. How many of you guys know people that have sold a company for $1 billion? Personally know them, where you can pick up your phone and call them today. There's not a lot of people like that I know. I mean, I only know a handful that have sold a company for $1 billion or more that I could pick up the phone and talk to them. And what he said to me, he said, the secret to our success was allowing creativity. He allowed creativity in the niches of his business. He allowed them to be great at what they did. And it's the same thing. If you're a creator, if you're a visionary, listen, don't be afraid to not only think outside the box, just create your own box. And you'll go through lots of failures. If you were to ask me the 2 things that equal success, I would say persistence plus failure. You're going to go through lots of ups and downs. It's not always going to be perfect. And you'll have a lot of naysayers around you, right? It's nice in this room. It's great. You can feel the energy, right? You walk out those doors, and there's energy-sucking vampires out there, right? And they just love to rip you down. And the funny thing is that the more successful you become, then they'll come back and say, oh, Faith, we knew you'd do it. It's like, you didn't say that a year ago, right? You were like the worst negative person on the planet. So, good questions. We'll take one more, and we'll kind of dive into some more training for you guys tonight. One more question. Go ahead. What's your name?
My name's Elijah.
Of course it is. Say hi, Elijah.
Hi. Hey. As far as delegating,
yep.
that's probably my biggest hurdle that Jeff helped me out with.
Challenge.
Challenge, exactly, challenge. And what do you think is the best way to prioritize the way you delegate? Because I'm so hands-on when it comes down to the bottom dollar lines. I feel like everything, I'm not touching it or I'm not doing it, is not to get done the way I want.
It's really called a micromanagement issue, right? And a lot of times what happens is that if you were to write down for me the three things, how many? Just 3 things that you're great at, that absolutely adds to the bottom line revenue and productivity of the company, what would those 3 things be? And for most people, they don't know. You know, but if I was to challenge you, if I was on your board of directors, I said, listen, I need the 3 things in your business that you're best at, that's going to increase productivity, increase the bottom line of the company. What are those 3 things? Write them down for me. Because then I would challenge you after that, right, for 14 days to step out of doing everything else. Because what you're going to find, if you're doing all those things, what are you not doing? You're not doing what you're best at. And what I see for most entrepreneurs, right, the reason they always stay at the number that they're at is they can never get out of their own way. But to build a significant company, you've got to get out of your own way as quickly as possible. And if you start to think about it, right, start to think how much time you spend doing busy things. It's like the $10 an hour, $100 an hour, $1,000 an hour time frame. And what most of us realize is that it's not the time you spent with the wrong person. Please write this one down too. It's the time you did not spend with the right person. And I see that happen a lot. I don't believe in spending time with the wrong people. I believe focus all of your efforts, all of your energy on scheduling meetings, scheduling calls, scheduling time with only the right people. And sometimes the right person can be just yourself. The best time for you might be to spend time with yourself right now, right? You might need that quality time, right, to play at a bigger level. Because many of us get stuck in what's called, write this down too, it's called paralysis of analysis. We're studying everything, and before you know it, we know everything about a business we're no longer involved with. It's incredible how that happens. Because if it's not your gift, it's not your gift, right? And I think many of us know our gifts. We know what we're great at. We just wind up getting sidetracked every day. So I got a question for you guys. Let's have some fun. So we all know that people have these big goals and dreams, right? So why do you believe it is that most people don't get there? What do you think? What would you say? Fear is a big one for sure. So it's kind of like, so I want you guys to draw this out. So here's today. What is it called? Today. And here's 12 to 24 months from today. So we got these goals. We write them down. We're all excited, right? We're all motivated. And I'm going to tell you tonight that I'm not a big fan of motivation. What happens if you motivate idiots? What do you have? Yeah, they're all jumping around. They ain't going nowhere, right? You got to stop some of those people and help them understand. What happens if you motivate someone that's going downhill? You just sped him up. He's going to crash even faster, right? But the difference is that we know that many people have these goals and dreams, like ourselves here today, and we don't get there. But how many of you guys would love to fast track this process? How many of you guys would like to get there where it seemed like it was no work at all? Would that be fun? See, it's called being in a flow, and you'll see people that are in a flow because they make it look so what? They make it look so damn easy. It's like, how do they do that, right? So let's talk about why they don't get there first. So obviously fear is a big answer. What else would you say? Belief, the routine, right? They don't know what they don't know. They don't even know how to get there, right? Willpower, yeah, okay.
Programming.
Bad programming, right? Old programming. What's that? Discipline's a big one for sure, right? Procrastination kills so many dreams. Yep. What else you got? Willing to sacrifice, sure. It's too easy to stay where they're at. What else you think? And this may not be you, but why don't most people get there? Jason, what do you think?
They don't take action.
Yeah, lack of action. They'll talk about it. Here's what Rockefeller said. Rockefeller said he stopped listening to what people would say. He would only watch what they would do. As he got older, he said, I don't need you here to talk anymore. I just need you to do. And you'll find the people that are the most successful, they say less and they do what? They do more, yeah. What else you think? Comfort zone. They don't have a good mentor, yeah. They have no mentor. Please write this down too. Stop listening to your broke brother-in-law. He is not the guy. Do you ever notice broke people have plenty to say? It's incredible. It's like they overwhelm you with stuff that is never going to serve you. One of the things I'll help you guys with tonight is no more unscheduled calls. No more unscheduled calls. You see, if you don't value your time, why should somebody else? And most of those unproductive, wasting calls come in the morning. They come in your most productive time of the day. And we allow people to steal your time. If your message says, I can answer your phone, but it's $524 an hour for each hour that we speak, let me know which credit card you'd like to use before I answer the phone. Holy cow, right?
That's my new voice.
That's your new voice model. I like that, right? Because what happens, right, is that they love to steal your time. What else? What else you think? Anything else? And you guys want to have some fun tonight? Is it okay? Yeah. Is it okay if we run a little bit late tonight? Is that all right? Or we got to be done right on time? Because I want to help you guys with some things. We'll go through a couple of exercises that will really help you with some of these things so that come tomorrow morning, it's a whole different day. Would that be all right? Yeah. And then we're going to pick 12 to be part of the... Who would like to be part of the incubator team? 12? Good. We're going to get 12 out here tonight to say, you know what? I want to play for a whole year. And I tell you this, that once again, you'll hate it for 90 days. You'll love it for the rest of your life. Would that be okay? Yeah. It'll be a lot of fun. Okay, anything else you guys can think of? We've covered a lot, yeah? Anything else you got? No, not yet? No, we're good? So how many guys are really serious about actually being able to fast track this process? I mean, get from here to here a whole lot faster. Not only that, how about make it where it's fun and easy? Would that be okay? Okay, so let me help you with some of the things that will make that possible. Is that, number one, you got to start with a great plan. You'd never build a house without a plan, right? Why would you try to build a business without a good plan? And here's what that plan has to understand, right? You're going to have to challenge yourself to ask you today, what is your value proposition? What is it that you bring to the market, right, that makes your offer so unique in the space? What is your value proposition? And I want you to sell yourself on your value proposition as if you were a customer. Would you buy from your company? Do you offer so much value that your customers think you're nuts? I wake up every day and say, what else can I do to add even more value to my customers? What else can I do to add even more value to my customers? But it starts with having a great plan. And inside that plan, what I'll challenge you with is that who's on your team? And the team I'm talking about, who's on your in-house team, who's on your outsourced team? Who are you surrounding yourself with to make your life a lot easier? Do you even have an outsourced team? Everybody here should hire what's called a virtual assistant. Even if it's only for $200 a month. Even if it's only for 5 or 10 hours a week. That every day they'll wake up, all your emails are answered. They've already posted some of your social media stuff. Are you with me? Because if you're doing those things, what are you not doing? What you're at your best at, exactly. And time is the most valuable commodity that you have. If you are wasting your time, it's your own fault. The other thing you got to understand is that in whatever business you're in, take 100% ownership. Take 100% ownership. Which means in the space you're in, become that expert. Become the person that people go to, whatever your niche is. And also a part of the plan, you're going to have to realize that, have you really laid out a great budget? Have you actually taken the time to think through, right? What is your customer worth? What is the acquisition value? What is the retention value? Because in business, what I'll help you understand, there's two things you'll do to build a successful business. Number one, you'll acquire customers. What will you do? Acquire customers. And number two, you'll retain those customers. If you're good at those two things, you're going to build a killer business. Just think back, as long as you've been in business, how awesome would it be to still be getting paid from every customer you've ever sold something to? Wow. What would your business look like if that was the case? Because most of us don't think this through. We don't have a customer loyalty program. We don't have a membership site system. Many companies don't even have a newsletter. But without a good plan, right, you're going to fail. What I'll teach you at Rainmaker is that, write this down, schedule your success or plan your failure. And I didn't come here to be nice tonight, right? I came here to help you understand that these are the challenges that businesses all over the world face, because they really don't take the time to think through the process to build something significant. And a lot of this goes back to what I call is a big part of your plan is the quality of your communication. And for many of us, our communication is terrible. And it's not the communication you hear on the outside, it's the communication where? It's in your head. You're great, you're amazing. No, you're not. You're a loser and you're broke. Right? And that's what shows up. Because what I believe is that the quality of your life, you want to write this down and read this to yourself a few times tonight, right? The quality of your life is in direct proportion to your ability to effectively communicate. Wow. And that's not a fun line, right? Because you start to think about it, right? And I'll give you just one example of this tonight, right? Write down one goal you have for the next 30 days. Any goal you want. Money, business, weight loss, I don't care what it is. Any goal, just write quickly one goal. When you leave Rainmaker, I'm going to change your ability to effectively communicate not only with yourself, but with every person around you. And it's incredible how powerful this is. How many of you guys have goals on money? Let me hear some. Wow, let me hear some of your money goals. Just tell me exactly what you wrote down verbatim. Don't change it, right? What did you write down, Linda? $20,000 in passive income. Who else? Come on, just shout them out. 10K. 10K, what'd you write down? 12K, good. What else did you write down? Anybody else? An extra $100,000 is your bottom line. Anybody else for money? How many of you guys would love for me to really give you some great education even if it doesn't feel good? Would that be okay? So write this one down. People that chase money stay exactly where they're at. Ouch. Right? I want you to realize it's never about the money. It's about the customers you serve. Who's ever driven past the McDonald's? Everybody, right? What does it say on the sign in front of the McDonald's? In front of every McDonald's worldwide? Billions and billions what? Faith, it doesn't say we make billions selling you crappy hamburgers, does it? Our goal is to make more billions selling you some crappy hamburgers. No, it says billions and billions serve, which we know that means that they make what? Billions of dollars, yeah. They're making lots of money, right? And the Bible says you want to become wealthy, it says serve others. So what I'll challenge you with is no longer focus on the money part of your business. Focus on how many customers you serve effectively last week, and this week, and the next week. And then begin to realize what is the dollar value for those customers, right? And that'll equate to the revenue you're looking for. When you chase money, you stay exactly where you're at. When you chase serving customers at the highest level ever, what do you get more of? Customers. Say this loud. Say customers are good for business. Say I am a customer acquisition expert. You see, when you begin to feed your mind with better stuff's going to show up for you. How many of you guys wrote something about losing weight? What'd you write down? What'd you write down? Exactly what'd you write down? Lose what? Lose 10 pounds. Good. What'd you write down? Nothing? What'd you write down? Go to the gym. What did you write down?
Go to the gym 3 to 5 times a week.
Where does it say that? I see go to the gym. So if you went one time, go to the gym 4. Yeah. For what?
4 times.
It doesn't say 4 times.
I know, I didn't think.
That's what it was, huh? See, what happens for us, we don't realize that the communications we're feeding ourselves is what either makes or breaks your future. And for many times, it's never about losing weight. That's why they're called, what kind of centers are they called? Diets. What do they also call them? They're called weight loss what? Why do you think they're called weight loss centers? Write this down. Because they know you're coming back for more. You're going to lose weight and put it what? Lose weight and what? Put it right back on. What if they were called Eat Super Healthy Centers? Yeah, but if you began to focus on eating super healthy, guess what? You'd never have to go back to them. You'd lose weight, absolutely. So what happens for a lot of us, right? What happens if you say, my goal is to become debt-free? What do you get more of? Debt. My goal is to stay away from bad relationships. What do you get more of? Yeah. And that's what happens. The universe will keep giving you more of what? What you don't want. You see, what has to change, and this is what kills most entrepreneurs, right? The killer of most entrepreneurial dreams, write this one down too, is called self-doubt. After a while, we don't believe we can do it anymore. So we begin to believe this is all I'm supposed to get. But I'm here to tell you today that the biggest part of your plan starts with a very powerful word called vision. You have to build a vision that's so big that it pulls you to where you're going. It's not motivation. When you wake up every day on path and purpose with a vision that pulls you, sleep is overrated. You can sleep when you're dead. It's so true. Because inside you'll be so inspired. And you meet people like this all the time and you say, how come that person's a little crazy? Write this one down too. The crazy ones make all the money. Say, I am ready to be a little crazy. Yeah, and what happens? That's a vision, right? The bigger the vision, the bigger the opportunity. And when you can step into that, people will think you're nuts. But you better believe in yourself when nobody else does. That's what it takes to be a great entrepreneur. And it's fun. At Rainmaker, I'll pull the vision out of you. You say, Bill, I've kind of lost my path. I've kind of lost my purpose. Great, no problem. It's still there. People say, how do I find my vision? You have the vision. It's right here. Please write this down too. You just can't see the picture when you're in it. And that's a challenge for a lot of people. They get stuck. They hit a wall. And the door's right there. Doesn't matter. You can't see it. But I'll tell you this. When you do see it, you do feel it, you become unstoppable. Say, I am unstoppable. And all of your goals, when you leave our program, starts with those two powerful words, I am. I am is a statement of identity. It's no longer wanting or trying or maybe. You own that space. And we build what are called intuitive performers. And that means you operate from a place called unconscious competence. You don't have to think about it, you just know it. You wake up, it's exactly who you are. You wake up loving what you're doing, are you with me? Yeah. Serving lots of people, and making a ton of money. Would that be all right? Yeah. That's where the fun starts. But all of that starts where? It starts right here. It's all inside of you. That's the fun part. But it's not motivation. It is truly a vision that pulls you to where you're going. And if you don't feel that you're on path and purpose, you better find something else to do. Does that make sense? I see entrepreneurs, they spin through life because they're doing something that's not congruent with who they are. And they can't figure out why it's not working. And even if they're making lots of money, they're still what? Miserable. Because they're not doing what they love. And they're not serving lots of people. Good or good? Good. Helpful? Yes. Second part of the equation is called systems. And when I talk about systems, and I'm going to give you guys a couple of fun examples tonight, is that you got to have a killer website. You've got to be on page 1 of Google. Just kind of go through these, right? Just ask yourself in your business, do you have this, yes or no? You have to have a website that converts, that takes orders 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You have to have lead flow. You have to have good people to talk to. You also have to make sure, do you have an iPhone app? Are you selling through the iTunes network, yes or no? And if you're not, you know it's time for a change. Do you actually have a good newsletter system? I recommend companies like Constant Contact, iContact, Aweber. As you get bigger, maybe Infusionsoft, right? But you better have a system that prioritizes your lead flow. And I recommend start with something like Constant Contact if you don't have something, right? It's relatively free, maybe 20, 30 bucks a month. And your overall marketing stuff, you better have $500 to $1,000 a month, $500 to $1,000 to invest in your marketing content, right? Give yourself the best opportunity to win. These are all little things, but success is found where? In the details. Then you better make sure you have great connections. Great what? Connections. What I believe is that the critical driver for success is the quality of the relationships in your life. And I'll tell you how powerful this is. How many of you guys like the idea of having some millionaires and billionaires to work with on a regular basis? How many of you guys would like to have those starting today? Yes? So ask yourself this question. If you walked in here tonight and Richard Branson was here and T. Harv Eker was here and Oprah was here, and you had 29 seconds to make an amazing connection with them, what would you say? I don't know. How could you help? See, be careful. You've asked that question, you better what? Be able to answer it. What else? That's what I thought you'd say. Right? Most people aren't sure what to say, right? Ooh, look, there's Oprah. What happens if Oprah says she loves your book? What happens to your book? Instant bestseller, right? So how many guys have sent your book to Oprah? It's like, wait a second, you know that's the answer, one of the answers, right? But most of us are what? We're afraid. Please write this down too. Everyone's approachable. Everyone is approachable. So what else would you try? Come on. You get that one shot. They've walked right by you. You walked right in. You bumped into Richard Branson. Right? He just finished speaking. You know if you connect with Richard Branson, your business could what? Could instantly take off. So what would you say? I don't know. What can you do for me? You see, for many times, we didn't grow. How many of you guys ever took that course in college called How to Connect with Millionaires? High school, 8th grade, somewhere else? No, you know why? Because they never offered it. Yeah, they don't know. So what else would you try? What were you going to say? Look at your website. Why would Richard Branson look at your website? Write this down. They don't care about you. And listen, how many of you guys want the truth? I'm giving you the truth. They don't care about you. They don't care about your website. They don't care about your business. Ouch. That's reality, right? Exactly, because they're already doing what they're doing, right? They get hit every day with, look at my website, look at my business card, look at this, look at that, right? They're like, right? Where do you think most of those things go? Here, take my card, right? It's like here, it goes in the circular file. Do you think they ever even look at them? No.
Hey, Richard, how can I help you with your business?
I don't know. How can you help?
What needs do you have for your charity?
I'm not really sure. You probably have talked to the people that run our charities.
Who are they?
We got a whole team there at the back table. Have you gotten the book yet? And that's what they say, right? Have you bought the book yet? And then all of a sudden, let me go to the back and buy the book, right? You see, and this is what I did for years. I did this wrong for years. I had no idea how to create such an amazing space in a short period of time so we could actually do some business together. Are you with me? How many of you guys want the answer? Say yes. Face like, just give me the answer, would you? Right? Because all the guys that I work with today, I didn't know 10 years ago. Mark Victor Hansen, Brian Tracy, Les Brown, John Gray, go down the list, right? But I knew that these were people that I wanted to do business with. So take a moment quickly and write down who are the 5 people you'd love to do business with. Who are the 5 people that if you got connected with in the next 90 days, they can make a massive difference in your business? Quickly write them down. Who would they be? Who's connected with your perfect customers? Who does business with your perfect customers? If you can make that connection, it could rapidly grow your business. Can you turn the air down, make it cooler in here? It's really warm up front. If you need something to write with, just put your hands up. Put your phones away. I don't want you to miss any of this stuff, right? You're here to learn, right? Who's one person would be a great contact for your business? Raise your hand. Who would be a great good contact? Les Brown. And what would you do if you connected with Les Brown tonight? But why would you want to connect with him for your business? How could Les help your business? Because I could put you on the phone with him right now. But then what would you say to him?
Well, as I said, I was asking how he was taking care of himself and how could I help?
Right, I get that. So let me give you guys better questions. Would that be okay? What I learned a long time ago, when you ask better questions, you'll get better answers. When you ask better questions, you'll get better answers. So the first question, right, and this is important, is that pay a genuine compliment. Oprah, love your books. Richard, love your island called Necker Island, right? We all should go there one of these days, right? Second thing is called the 90-10 rule. 90% about them, 10% about you. Who do most very successful people like to talk about? So let them what? Let them talk. If they're talking, you're what? Next to the word listening, write down the word learning. It's listening and learning. When you're learning, right? And this is the rule that changed my life forever. If you guys will just try this rule for 90 days, you watch how the universe starts to open up for you. You will get more through rule number 3 than all of your marketing, all of your advertising dollars, all of your networking events, right? Rule number 3 says, create value first, expect nothing in return. And that's not easy to do because we're programmed that if I go to work, you have to what? You got to pay me. I'm going to tell you today, if you want to build $1 million business, ask yourself at a high level, how many people that play way above you do you effectively serve? Because once you start to do that, who will they tell? They'll tell everyone. And who do they know? Everyone. They know everyone where? At the top. And once I learned this little simple idea, our business went through the roof. Because I got out of this station called What's in it for me, and I tuned into a station, how can I serve them? What can I do to add value to their life and expect nothing in return? And if they love what you do and how you serve them, they'll tell everyone, and you'll wind up with customers calling you every day. I heard you serve Mark Victor Hansen. You do the same thing for him. Can I get that same help? Now, do you keep giving the service away for free, yes or no? No. Not at all. But you create, write this down, you create raving fans that love the results they've gotten because they've worked with your company. When you attend Rainmaker, I'm going to help you understand, how do you build raving fans? How do you create so much success for your customers so they begin to tell everybody about what you do? Rule number 4 says, whatever you offer, deliver it. You offer to help with their charity, then go fly to their charity and serve there, right? You offer to donate money or host an event for them, whatever it is, do it. I've hosted lots of events for Mark Victor Hansen, Robert Allen, helped them sell tons of books, never asked for one dime. But the back-end business we generated from that was huge. I've done millions of dollars of business by simply creating great relationships and getting way outside my comfort zone. Say, I'm ready to get outside my comfort zone. That's where all the fun's at. Say, I'm ready for more fun. Yeah. Rule number 5 is allow that guru, that expert, to ask you, what do you do? Don't tell them what you do until they what? Because once they ask, it means they have a genuine interest in who you are, where you're at and what you're doing, where you're going. Is that helpful? It's a huge exercise to understand the power of great relationships. Transformed our business. And the last thing that I found about systems is that you have to have great marketing. What do you have to have? Great marketing. So we're going to do a little fun exercise. Would that be all right? Yeah. So I want you to draw a little oval on your page right here, a little oval like that, right? And inside that oval, I want you to write down, what is your core product or service? What is your company's core product or service? For us, as you know already, we offer a program called Rainmaker. We offer this in multi-languages around the world, and it's designed to help entrepreneurs create even more success. Become great leaders, have great systems, and become super accountable. And people say, well, how do you help those entrepreneurs? I say, consistently. Are you with me? How many guys would love to come to Rainmaker? How many guys would commit for the year? Could you do a weekend and then play for a whole year? Would that be all right? And see, the thing is that at some point you know that you're ready for a big breakthrough, and if you know you've been kind of like hitting it, but you're not getting the results, right? This will be a great time to what? Change. Yeah. Now, on top of whatever your core program is, I want you to write 3 arrows like this, right? Give me 3 arrows, 1, 2, and 3, right? And I want you to put little circles up there, right? And I'm going to take you through building a very small, what's called a marketing funnel. And I'm going to ask you today, how do you currently acquire customers? Because most companies don't know. They're confused on how they generate new customers. And I'm going to tell you how we generate. Would that be okay? When you attend Rainmaker, I'm going to show you, I'm going to teach you what does $1 million funnel look like, right? But I'll give you a sample of how we build it today so you understand this. So the first thing that we focus on are called outside stages. So which means that I speak at lots of events. We have speakers that speak at events. We have trainers speak at events, right? And we look for anyone that has an entrepreneurial audience that we can market our program or services through their network. It is important to find what are called trusted networks. And you might say, well, Bill, I don't speak, first of all, and I don't have any speaking stages, and I'm not really sure where to go. I'm going to tell you that every city I've ever been to has the opportunity for you to go speak every week. Every city that I've been to, there's always an opportunity for you to go speak every week to groups. Would that be okay? Yeah. One of the first things I'd like you to write down is write down LaTip. Write down BNI. Write down meetups. Go to meetup.com. There's always a meetup happening somewhere where at least once a week, how often? You can get your message in front of 5 or more people. That's it. It doesn't have to be 50 people or 100 people. It could be 5 or more. What I've realized is that when you get your message in front of the right group, and you have a great message to share and it's clear and specific, you're going to wind up with lots of customers. Chambers, rotaries, trade shows, trade groups. And what I've also found that is very powerful for this is if you're going to attend some of those events, offer to sponsor a breakfast or a lunch or something. Because anytime you go to those events, you're looking for 3 to 5 minutes in front of the group. That's it. 3 to 5 minutes to give them tons of value, something for free, and a way to follow up with you. When you attend Rainmaker, I'm going to help you build the ultimate 2-minute you. So if you were interviewed for CNN, you'd know exactly what to say. With clarity, power, purpose. That movement would say, whatever she's talking about, he's talking about, I've got to have more of that now. Would that be helpful? The second thing that we focus on is I focus a great deal of our attention on what's called joint ventures, right? I go out of my way to figure out who else does business with our perfect customers. When I looked at the small business expos, I realized, and you can write down whatever you're doing, right? I don't know what your top 3 channels of marketing are, but you better know what they are. You better know exactly where your customers come from, and you better know exactly by percentage where they come from, and how much does it cost to acquire each customer. What is the cost to acquire each customer? And by what percentage do you break down your lead flow? And so what I search for every day, I go online every day and I begin to look at who else has events, who else has groups that we can effectively spend time with that already does business with our perfect customer. You might say, well, how do I find them, right? How many of you guys have a doctor? How many of you guys have an attorney? How many of you guys have a cleaners? Right? How many of you guys have a local Starbucks? You start going through the list. Just ask yourself in a week, who do you spend money with? That's a local professional that does business with your perfect customers. And then you reach out to them and say, listen, I love you, my cleaners person, but I need to be able to put flyers at your facility every week. And if he says no, then you say, no more cleaners for you. Are you with me? You'll find somewhere else. My cleaners where I live still has my posters up. It's not that I need it. It doesn't matter. It's the fact that if I spend money there, he should be open to co-promoting our programs. Are you with me? And you might say, that's guerrilla marketing. Damn right it is. You don't have big budgets. It's not about how much money you have. It's about how much money you keep. And if someone's already doing business with your perfect customer and you spend money with them, they should be open to what? Helping you. And if they're not, I can tell you for a fact, there's lots of professionals in their space that would love to co-market with you. Every day ask yourself, what other joint ventures can you create? This is a powerful, powerful way to grow your business with very little money involved. Would that be all right? And one of the more powerful things we do as well is we do what's called referrals, right? We look for referrals. The reason we created our ambassador program was to make it easy for our customers to send us more customers. We send a range between $500 and $2,000 for referring some of our programs. Would that be okay? Just for saying, hey, go check this out, watch the video. If you like it, join the program. and then we send you guys checks. Would that be okay with you guys? Actually, now we just partner with a company called Chase. Who's ever heard of Chase Bank? So Chase is now one of our business partners, right? So now we actually send you a Power Team credit card, a debit card with Chase. Would that be all right? We send the money right to your Chase account. Would that be okay? Sure. Faith is like, hell yeah, send the money over, right? It's your job, write this down, it's your job to make it easy for your customers to send you customers. It is your job. And we'll teach you how to print simple cards, simple flyers, right? How to get 5,000 4-color flyers done for less than a couple $100. So every time a customer buys from you, they get 5 referral cards. Say, do me a huge favor, if you love what our service, our program is, we built our entire business from referrals. If you could do me just a huge favor and just give these 5 cards out. Those 5 cards, yeah, but not business cards because this is too much information. I'm looking for a nice postcard. That's 4-color, 2-sided. It says, we love our customers. And in the back, it's got a call to action, not something blank. It's got a call to action that says, for your free report in whatever industry you're in, hit the QR code. That QR code takes them to a database, it grabs their information, and markets to them forever. Would that be helpful? You with me? It's your job to make it easy for your customers, though. If you don't make it easy for your customers to do this, you're losing tens of thousands of dollars. Because if you think they're going to do it for you, you're nuts. Are you with me? So now, do me a favor, look at your core product again, quickly. What is your core product or service? Whatever it is, put the price next to it. How much does it sell for? What are the top 3 ways that you acquire customers? Read the top 3 ways to yourself. How do you bring those customers into your program? Now do me a favor and turn to the person to your left or right and share that with them. The person sitting to your left or right, just turn around and share it with them, right? Turn around and share. What is my core program? How do I bring customers on board? How do I onboard customers? Go. Go. If you don't have somebody, put your hand up. We'll get somebody for you. Right behind you, right over there. You 2 guys work together. Does anybody else need somebody? So this is your core offer, right? Pitch me like I'm on your board of directors. So this is your core program. How do you get customers? Okay? Now you guys work together? So you got to go find somebody else. Don't pitch her. You got to pitch somebody else.
Well, we're working on different projects.
Oh, you are? Okay, that's fine then. Then you pitch on one, you pitch on there. Go. Hey guys, you got 2 minutes each. Let's go. 2 minutes each. So talk fast. Having fun?
Absolutely.
I gotta make it cold. Just cool her down. That's all. It was really freezing up there. Leave it on 68 is fine. 66 like too cold. What do you think?
Beautiful.
Having fun?
Yeah.
Good.
Hey, while you're back here,
Yeah.
let's get a shot.
Sure, let's do it. Come on.
Take a pic. We gotta take a picture.
I love it that half the room is hotter and hell, half the room.
Right, half is cold. Yeah, the front. Well, the front was hot. Come on.
Yeah.
There you go.
Let's do one more, just in case.
Okay.
Just in case.
There's a light right behind you.
Oh, do it this way then. Here, do it this way with the group behind us.
That's it.
It's even better.
All right.
There you go. How's that?
Excellent. Thank you.
Listen, most businesses transact around the world all through joint ventures. American Express, Delta. Just start going to the line, right? You don't realize how many joint ventures happen right in front of you. I guarantee you got joint ventures in your folder there. And I'm sure you got them in your wallet. If you're carrying around gift cards, those are all joint ventures with somebody, right? Starbucks card, joint venture. It's incredible. Let's go, guys. 1 more minute, guys. 1 more minute. 1 more minute. One minute. Rebecca, can you make sure they got forms at the back table? Make sure we have forms at the back table, please. Let's get the forms ready. Right at the back table. All right, how'd you guys do? Shh. Look up here. Shh. Look up here. How'd you guys do? How many of you guys would be ready to make that same pitch to your board of directors? If you had someone that invested $1 million in your company, how many of you guys would feel totally confident in your marketing funnel presentation? Ouch, right? Some would, some wouldn't, right? And if you don't know the breakdown of where your business is coming from, It means that you don't know where else to spend your marketing dollars. And what I've realized that for most businesses, right, stop investing in things that you're guessing at. Study the companies that are already massively successful in your space and look and see what are they doing for marketing. Where I get some of my best marketing ideas, go to your local casino over here, right? Go put $20 in the slot machine and put your little card in there. For the rest of your life, they will mail you stuff. Right? Forever. Go to Vegas, go to 3 casinos, go to like the Mandalay Bay, go to Harrah's, go to 3 different ones that are owned by different companies. Put your 20 bucks in. It'll be the best 20 bucks you've ever spent for marketing, right? Sit there for 20 minutes and play the 20 bucks. I don't care if you win or lose, it doesn't matter. Pull the card out and leave. You never have to go back. For the rest of your life, they will mail you stuff from that casino. The money that they spend in their marketing profiling and in the quality of their copy is the best in the world. 90% of your success is what? Marketing. How many guys would love to spend a whole weekend to work on some of your marketing? Say yes. How many guys agree there's some holes in your marketing strategy? Say yes. Right. When you hang out with me, I'm going to help you. We're going to take you through your own marketing funnel and build it out. But not only that, we're going to go through your upsells and your downsells. Would that be good? What's working, what's not working? And what I've realized at a certain point, you've got to say, listen, you know what? Hey guys, what I'm doing is not working. But you have to realize that this all starts, because if you don't have a good marketing funnel, you're not going to attract good JV partners. You're going to miss what? Huge amounts of opportunity. Good? Okay. So let me take you to the last part of the equation. Will that be helpful so far tonight? Yeah. You guys having fun? Yeah. Good. The last part is called accountability. And this is what most entrepreneurs, they absolutely hate this one, right? They hate this word. Because now you've got to keep what? You got to keep score. And the accountability part of the process that I see that really challenges most people is called having what's called a great DMO. What's called a daily method of operation. And this is where the busy stuff sets in, right? What I've worked with so many entrepreneurs on is to go from busy to productive. It's incredible the change you'll have when you go from busy to productive. Busy equals broke, productive equals wealthy. Say, I'm ready to become super wealthy. Yeah. And where do you think that change starts? When? It starts right now. And I'll give you an example of this. You guys want to have some more fun tonight? Say yes. So check this out. Make a big T on your page. Make a big T on your page. Big T. On the right-hand side, I'd like you to write out what are your daily habits. Write as many as you can. And I don't care about the shower or the bathroom. That's way too much info. Way too many details, right? But I wake up and what does a typical day look like in your universe, right? I'm going to help you build perfect days. I'm going to help you get out of busy and become really productive. Would that be okay with you guys? It's amazing when you're productive how much more powerful you feel. On the right-hand side, just give me one big magnificent goal you have for the next year. One big amazing goal you have for the next year. It could be personal or business. Either one's fine. I don't care. No, the left side's your daily habits. Over here, give me your big dream. Well, it's your right side. Left side is daily habits. Right side, big dream. We're back here 1 year from tonight. What's happened? With clear, specific, and measurable language. Don't forget, quality of your language is the quality of your what? Life. Who's got a big dream for the next year? Big goal. Let me hear what's your big goal, Darlene. Big goal.
To create what I call a shepherd project.
Yep.
Which is to help the other 80 to 98% of the population thrive.
When's it going to start?
It started.
Okay.
I'm in the process of putting all the plans together.
Okay, good. So you're going to love Rainmaker.
Yes.
It's going to change your life. Who else? Let me hear some more big dreams. What do you got? Go ahead. Nicholas?
To create a DVD with my presenting my art class.
And if you don't do it, you'll pay us all $1,000 each? Yes or no? And if you don't do it, you'll pay us all $1,000 each? Yes. Yes. If it doesn't hurt bad enough, you'll keep doing what? What you've always done. It's like the dog with a nail in its ass, right? Never gets off the porch. It sits there and whines. Because it doesn't hurt bad enough. Are you with me? Who else got a big goal or dream? Come on, you're here. You got to have something. Go ahead. What do you got, Linda?
Best-selling book.
You're going to have a best-selling book. That's awesome. Okay, so now do me a favor, guys. Please, all of you guys read your big goal or dream. Check this out. Read it to yourself. Now do me a favor and read your daily habits. Ouch, right? And ask yourself, are they even remotely connected? Right? And for many people, they're not. So you wind up doing what most of your life? Most people spend their whole life where? Over here, what's called Busyville. It is. This is Busyville, right? And it's never possible for them to get here because what their big goals and dreams are don't relate to their daily what? Habits. You see, what I've realized that if your actions, your what? Are not related to your values, you're going to miss every time. So you could say, well, my values are I'm going to get in great shape. But my actions are I'm going to sit home every day and eat bonbons. You'll never get to what? You'll never get to being in great shape. And what happens is time over here decays your dreams. Because self-doubt sets in and it kills you. And it's so easy to quit. Because you're surrounded by quitters. And misery loves what? No, it loves your company. If you're passionate and successful and you really want to do great things, there are so many people out there that just want to tear you down. Garbage in, garbage what? No, it stays. And where it stays, what does it do? It pollutes. And the greatest change you're looking for starts where? Right here. And I want you to think this through. How many guys are serious about becoming millionaires? Say, I'm ready to build $1 million business. Now, do me a favor, look at your daily habits again. Ouch, right? When you attend Rainmaker, I'm going to help you build a DMO. A what? DMO. A daily method of operation that only allows you to do the highest, most productive use of your time. You're going to wind up realizing that wealthy people will always trade money for time. Everybody else trades time for money. And they spend their entire life trading what? Time for money. How many of you guys have ever heard of the 524 rule? Anybody? No? 524 rule says this, says the minimum wage for a millionaire is $524 an hour. So now do me a favor, look at your daily habits again. And start circling all the habits you could delegate for less than $500 an hour. Ouch. Right? Are you starting to realize that until you get the fact that these things have to be in one alignment? Are you with me? And where the alignment starts with is once again a vision so powerful that it pulls you to where you're going. So you're no longer doing busy things, you're what? You're delegating. Write this down. Millionaires delegate everything. Say, I'm ready to live my $1 million vision. Yeah. And what DMO means, it means daily method of operation. What does your daily method of operation consist of? And what I will challenge you at Rainmaker is to build such an amazing productive morning so by 10 a.m. you've done more by that morning at 10 a.m. than most people will do in a whole week. Would that be okay? Say, I am a productivity machine. And I'll give you an example of this. How many of you guys believe that your brain still works while you sleep? What do you guys think? Yes? How many of you guys believe that most of us stop putting our brain to work at 10 o'clock at night? We do. We just, whatever we're doing, we watch TV and we mentally check out and we fall asleep, right? I'm going to give you an exercise that if you'll just try this faith for 14 days, you'll do it for the rest of your life. Would that be okay? Yep. It's called 10 before 10. My wealthy buddies, we call it 5 before noon because they don't get up till 10 o'clock, right? But for everybody that's really serious about playing at the next level, just try this on like a jacket, right? Before you go to bed tonight, I want you to write out the 10 most important things that you will accomplish by 10 a.m. tomorrow to make tomorrow your most productive day ever. What would the most productive day ever even look like, right? Most of us don't know because we've never stepped into that space. But if you'll challenge yourself for just 14 days, for how long, Heidi? 14 days, just 14 days, 2 weeks. To every night before you go to bed, write out the 10 most important things you will do, the 10 most productive things you can do tomorrow morning by 10 a.m. to make tomorrow one of your most productive days ever. And then watch what happens. What you don't realize is that unconscious competence kicks in while you sleep. Your brain will work on these things while you are sleeping. You'll have no idea how this works, but I'm telling you for a fact it works. And it works at a level that you cannot even relate to. It's unreal to see just how powerful your brain is. Not only that, you'll sleep better. Because most people wake up and thinking, oh, I got to do this or I got to do that. No, you're going to bed with absolute peace of mind. Would that be good? And many times what you think are the top 10 most important things, and within 3 months from today, are nowhere near the top 10 things. Because they're not the most productive, best use of your time to grow your business. And this is where change starts. It starts with a process called quantum productivity. What I will teach you at Rainmaker is how to step out of the picture. Would that be okay? Step out of the picture and look at the pictures if you sit on the board of directors of your company and you're giving guidance to the brand. You see, quantum productivity says this. It says you have to be able to get out of your own way. And most of us go through our whole lives and we can never get out of our own way. And it's the reason that we fail. How many of you guys realize that sometimes you're your biggest stumbling block? Come on, right? How many of you guys think this would be a great time like now to say, you know what? Let's make the next year the best one yet. Would that be fun? What if it wasn't easy? Would that be okay? Because you've been running these old programs for what? Too long. And they haven't served you well, have they? And what's the definition of insanity? And expecting what? Different result, yeah. We wonder, it's like, well, how come this isn't happening, right? It's not supposed to happen. You're getting exactly what you deserve. I hate to tell you that, but it's the truth, right? But the fun part is that when you can step out of the picture and you can really take a good look at the picture and say, wow, I will be 10 times more powerful if I'll just make these minor adjustments. Would that be okay? Ask yourself this question. How much money would you make if you had an extra 100 customers this year? Just an extra 100 customers. How much money would you make this year? Write the number down. Whatever the number is, write it down for your business. You know what your customers are worth. How much more money would you have made last year if you were 20% more productive? Wow. How much more free time would you have had? How many more vacations would you have taken? You see, the neat part about business and being an entrepreneur is that we are always learning. I never stop reading. I never stop studying. I probably invest $100,000 a year in my education. I love to go on great masterminds, right? I did the 5 days at Richard Branson's home. It was really cool. I thought, man, I'm not even getting started. Look at all the stuff this guy's doing, right? I don't care what level you're at. You always have to be open to what? Learn. Say, I am?
I am.
A great student. And I'll tell you the last part of the equation that brings all this together, right? So do you understand how important accountability is? Yes? Do you get the idea of 10 before 10? You wait till we spend a whole weekend together. You'll become a productivity machine. You'll literally wake up every day on path and purpose and have a big vision that pulls you. Is it okay if your friends think you're a little nuts? Will that be all right? Once again, say it's the crazy ones that make all the money. Say it's my time to be a little crazy. Yeah, and it's okay. But the last part of the equation is something that I've worked on for years, and I really believe this is the driving force that creates millionaires and billionaires, is that you have to have a big why. You have to have something that moves you at a core level. You better find something that ignites your soul. And I can tell you that I've had a lot of customers come to our course and say, Bill, if you could just help me find the why, I'll come to the program. I've lost my passion. I've lost what really ignites me. I'm going through life and it's asleep at the wheel. And I don't feel charged. I'll pull it out of you. I'll pull out of you that big vision that you know is there, right? Because what I can see in people is I can see in people the things they can't see in themselves. And you cannot get there by yourself. I learned a long time ago when I shifted from here's what I got and here's what I'm about to here's how I can serve you and make your life better, and realize that you're only as good as the team around you. Want to play bigger, get a better team. Want to challenge yourself, play with individuals that play at a higher level than you. That's where all the fun begins. Success starts, write this down, success starts at the edge of your comfort zone. It starts at the edge of your comfort zone. So take a moment right now. I mean, when you attend the program, we're going to build your why movie. Would that be okay? Yes. You build a movie of your life. Because I will challenge you for 90 days to turn off the TV, turn off all the negative media, and turn on your life. You watch how powerful and present you become when you're on path and purpose. When you can feel a vision, when you wake up every day and you're totally inspired. And it may take some time. Is that okay? Because you may have lots of what? Old programs running up there. So take a moment right now and write out 3 or 4 sentences about what is your why. What inspires you? What truly inspires you at a core level? So write out my personal why is. Write it out. For me, it's my kids. My son Austin is 21. My daughter Marissa is 19. Son Evan is 15. It's creating legacies. Creating foundations now, social impact funds. We're building schools in Africa to keep young women out of the sex slave trade. We're donating lots and lots of money to breast cancer because I think they're close to a cure. So I don't care what level you're at, there's always more that we can do to give back and serve. But you have to figure out what is it for you. My why is. Just answer that question and write it out. My personal why is. Who's got a big personal why? Who's got something here that really ignites your soul? What's your why? What inspires you? Okay, so that's okay. So what is your why? So to empower other people. Yeah, isn't that awesome? Doesn't it feel great when you do that? It's not the money, is it? It's the feeling that you get when you serve someone. There's nothing better than I get a text or a message or a Facebook post that you don't understand. 6 years ago you changed my life. And here's what's happened. That is one of the greatest feelings in the world. Who else? What's your why? What inspires you, Kat?
To help other people improve their lives.
Yeah, that makes you feel good, doesn't it? Who else? What do you got?
Another one is about my birthday that I never knew that my own statement was effective.
Yeah.
I never knew I was thinking these negative statements.
Right. Because a lot of times, once again, you can't see the picture when you're in it. It's tough. Who else? What do you got? What's your why? What inspires you?
To have a positive and long-lasting impact on this and this generation.
So I want you to add 2 more words to that statement to have an even more. See, when people tell me my goal is to be successful, what are they really telling me? No, they're telling you they're not successful. My goal is to be successful. Mentally, they're telling themselves that they're what? They're not successful. My goal is to be even more successful. My goal is to be an even better dad. It means you're starting where? As a great dad already. How do you wake everybody to be even better at that space? What else? Who else? What do you got? Nellie?
To help people stop their money leaks and allow the money to come away again and again.
So you're already helping people, so would say to help even more people. Then you'll wake up with what in mind? How to serve even more people. It's amazing how powerful you can become when you step outside your comfort zone. Are you with me? You're fueled by a big vision, and you truly deliver great value. And Steve Jobs said it was always the why, it was never the how. It was always the why, never the how. That's what I want for you. I want you to realize that it is your time. This is the age of the entrepreneur. This is the greatest time to be an entrepreneur. How many of you guys like really cool gifts? I mean, like really, really cool gifts. This is like a $5,000 gift. Who likes like $5,000 gifts? This means you get to come to a big party at my house. Who'd like to come to a big party at my house and then hang out for 2 days, right? hang out for 2 days. 2 days of just doing internet marketing and joint ventures, where you get to sit with people, some of the top speakers, trainers in the world. You get to pitch them your ideas. Would that be cool? Would that be fun? It's our ultimate success camp. It's a party at my house and 2 days of internet marketing and joint ventures. Who would like to win this tonight? Yes? So tell me, what is the #1 brand in the world?
Apple.
Who said Apple first? Stand up. You win. Isn't that cool? So go back and see our team back there. That's my gift to you, right? Always give your customers so much value they think you're what? They think you're nuts. And just so you know, because I really think it's awesome, I'll do something more for you guys. I'll actually, hello, Linda? I'll actually get your hotel room for you too. Is that cool? It's my gift to you. Absolutely. See? And so how many guys are really ready to play big? I mean, super big. How many guys would love to wake up every day totally focused? I mean, literally wake up every day on path, on purpose, on fire. Would that be okay? How many guys like the idea of having all your systems taken care of? iPhone app, website. How many guys want to write your book? Yes? Be an expert in your space? Would that be fun? How many guys like the idea of being super organized? How many guys think that part alone would be worth whatever it costs? Right? Get me rid of the clutter and get me laser focused, right? Because I see this a lot, that so many great entrepreneurs do this when they should be doing what? This. And I have one last question for you guys. How many guys, by a show of hands, actually do me a favor, actually stand up if you'd like to make the next year your best year ever? Stand up. Who wants to make the next year, the next 12 months, your best year ever in business? Would that be okay? You sure? Right. The next 12 months, starting right now today. Because you have to declare, right? You have to start somewhere. And the question is, for a lot of people, they dream about it, but they never what? They never do it. And how many guys love lots of really cool free gifts? Yes? How many guys would love to work with me for a whole year? How many guys would be okay if I use your story? Would that be okay? So if you'd like to actually be a part of, possibly a part of our Rainmaker, but be even chosen, right? But also actually play full out for a full year, would that be okay? And if you're serious about that, come up here. Give me the ones that are serious. Come on, let's go. If you're serious, come up front. I want the ones that are serious. Come on. Come up closer. Closer. Close. Let's go. I decided, right, a long time ago that you only spend time with those that are committed. Does that make sense? How many guys would commit for a whole weekend? Would you put the work into it? Would you work for a whole year with it? This is all about working on your business. Does that make sense? Your business, your vision, your story. Because I learned once again that, you know what? You spend time with the people that commit. How many of you guys also like really cool gifts? So here's what I'm going to do for you guys tonight. I'm going to do something really fun. Is that okay? Jason, we do something really cool tonight? Yeah. We do something fun for this group? So here's what we're going to do, guys. We're going to allow you to enroll in the program tonight, right? And then I'm going to actually do this for you guys. How many of you guys would like to get that entire Success Whale package for free? Would that be good? I mean, it's an extra $1,000 online. Would that be all right? iPhone app, websites, CRMs, membership sites. What are the rest of you guys waiting for? How come you're still in your chairs? What are you waiting for? You guys should all be up here. You see, what I learned a long time ago, there's no money in the back row. The money's right here. You're going to find that successful leaders, they will consistently do what other people won't do. And that's why they build multi-million-dollar companies. It's not by accident, it's by design. How many of you guys would also like 2 free tickets to that big party at my house? Would that be okay? Are you sure? Yes. What about the rest of you guys now? Oh, you don't like joint ventures for your business with Mark Victor Hansen or Brian Tracy or Les Brown or Robert Allen? You figure you just mark it on your own? That's okay. Because I'm going to teach you guys all how to set up joint ventures. Would that be all right?
Yeah.
And then I'll become your JV partner. Would that be good?
Yeah.
The rest of you guys don't want to have me as your JV partner? It's okay. I get it. It's all right. We only have 200,000 global customers. Would that be okay? Yeah. Would you like to sell something to some of our customers? She's like, hell yeah. Count me in for that. So I'm going to do something really nice for you guys that you'll get all of those bonuses. You get a year of training. Would that be all right? It's every week. If you miss it, it comes right to your email. Would that be okay? Yeah. We'll also let you come to the course as many times as you want for a whole year. Now, it's best if you can come right here in Scottsdale, because right in your backyard, June 2 to 4, it starts Sunday night at 7 o'clock. It's all day Monday, 9 in the morning till 9 o'clock at night, and then all day Tuesday, 9 o'clock till 6 o'clock. So they're definitely long days, but I can tell you this. you're going to leave with a kick-ass plan. We give you a 20-page business plan at the end of the program. Would that be good?
Excellent.
And the last thing I'll do for this group that's right here, just the ones that are right here, right, is I'm actually, when you finish the plan, I'll take an hour with you privately and go through the whole plan. Would that be helpful?
Yes.
So let's do this, Jason. Let's pick 12. How many? 12. So the 12 that get this, you'll get the entire package. Everything that's on this form is included. Now understand this. I'm a tree hugger. I'm a what?
Yay!
Right, so don't take the forms unless you're coming, right? Now, here's the neat part about it. Our family package is $3,000. How much? $3,000. Our single ticket is $2,000. So if you don't have a friend or a business partner that's coming with you, not somebody you met here tonight, right? But someone that's actually in your business with you or your spouse, you can also, on our family plan, you can bring all your kids under 21. You can't bring somebody else's kids. Does that make sense? Only your kids, right? Single ticket is $2,000. Family plan is $3,000. Who'd like to be the first one? Would you like the first one? Linda, take it right to the back. Would you like one? Nicolay, who else would like one? Would you like one? Take it right to the back. Take it right to the back. Would you like one? Here you go, Tom. Who else? Nellie, did you get one? Camille, here you go. Who else needs one? Who else? Hey guys, we're going to take a 15-minute break because I want to talk to those that want to speak. You guys going together? There you go. It's fine. You're together. Here you go. Take it right to the back, guys. You already signed up. There you go. I like that. I like that. So guys, just everything that's on this form is included. Does that make sense? Rebecca, can you help us with the forms back there? Guys, we're going to take a 15-minute break. How long? 15-minute break, and I'm going to talk to just those that really have a big passion to speak on big stages. So if you guys have these forms, everything that's on there is included. If you go home tonight, it's around $13,000 for the same package. So my recommendation is save the $10,000 tonight. Would that be okay? Good or good? Take it right to the back, guys. If you got your forms, take it right to the back. Hey, Jason, can you number all those forms? Yep. Number them as they're turned in. You can ask me anything.
Oh, bless your heart.
Anything.
I'm trying to get my son, that's in marketing, to come.
Have him come, for sure. He would love it.
Well, I got to see if he's back from Hawaii by then.
Oh, okay. When's he back?
I don't know.
Well, send him a text.
I have.
Send him a text. Tell him you got him a $2,000 ticket to a great event he needs to be at about marketing.
Okay.
And then he'll show up. It's all about how you present it, right?